What's up, guys? This is Lethal Merc bringing you a Thanksgiving Day battle. I am New Spain, and I am fighting the Chichimec tribes and the Apachean tribes over here. This is basically just kind of a last stand battle. I'm New Spain, like I said, and I'm fighting the Native Americans. This is not to get political whatsoever. This is just a fun Thanksgiving Day battle, so let's jump right into it. I have 5 units of musketeers, 3 on this side and 2 on this side. I moved them out so they could get a better angle on the defenders here, but or on the attackers, but unfortunately the ones on this side were not able to get much of a volley off, and when they ran outside, the gates did not shut. So looks like the Apache tribes are just gonna move right on in there. I have my culverin firing as well, but you know, it's just kind of hitting the wall there. I'm not doing a whole lot of damage. I have I think 4 units of the sword and buckler men, a few units of the dismounted conquistadors. I gave my units you know, some upgraded armor and weapons, as well as some chevrons. Didn't give too much to the enemy. But here we go. Got the musketeers on this side firing into the enemy, getting some kills. A beautiful volley there. And oh my gosh, it's getting framey. Just there's so many guys here. Oh, but they are trying to fire into my guys, or they are trying to charge into my guys. I'm firing into their guys. I do try and run one of my musketeer units out, but you know, these Native American tribes, they're really quick, they're fast, they have good morale, you know, they're good in massive numbers. So I have I have 2 units of pikemen lined up here at the gate, or I have 1 unit over here and 1 unit on the other gate, with some dismounted conquistadors in front with that shiny armor. And some of these guys, they don't have their face shields down, but you know, I guess what can you do about that? It's just a game. The enemy is pushing through here on this side as well, creating this massive choke point here. My guys are doing the best they can, but their formation is already broken in half. There's some of them are over there and some of them are over here. I should have made the V for victory formation on these gates, but you know, what can you do? Like I said, I have my conquistadors, my mounted conquistadors, moving around here, trying to hit the enemy from behind, you know, doing as much damage as they can in the back. These guys are pretty good cavalry, especially with the upgraded armor and such. And then I move this unit of musketeers out, firing into the flank of those medicine men over there who are doing the chant and giving their units a morale buff. Moving in some dismounted conquistadors on this side, in reserve, just to you know, kind of keep tabs on this situation. Just make sure that the Chichimec units do not get too far into the settlement. And everyone's just going nuts over here. This isn't even a battle. Everyone's just kind of pushing and bumping into each other. Oh, jeez. Keeping my general in reserve. The general has that nice plate armor, which is pretty cool. Beautiful. And oh yeah, we are getting some frame drop here, but that's all right. You know, that's what happens. So we might have to go from a bird's eye view here. Got my conquistadors charging into the back there. Oh, the musketeers have been engaged by some of the Apache or the Chichimec warriors, Chichimec lancers, and I decided not to charge in my my cavalry since these guys are spearmen, and it looks like some Zacatecos raiders. They get a charge off and they break my musketeers. That's my last unit of musketeers, unfortunately, but I do still have these mounted conquistadors over here. As you can see, the medicine men are doing the chant. Giving that morale buff. Oh, and I am getting some hits all from my artillery, and it causes a massive chain rout. Almost the entire Apachean army routes just from 2 hits of that culverin, which is insane. That was awesome. You know, there was no way that we were going to win before that happened. And I see an opportunity with my general. I'm able to charge him in, get them in melee. These guys are pretty good in melee combat with their plate armor. They have a high defense, so they will do just fine. Moved in that unit of dismounted conquistadors over here behind the gate. They are taking some fire from those Chichimec hunters, but with that plate armor, those arrows aren't going to do a whole lot of damage. We might lose 1 or 2, but it's not going to be too bad. My tercio pikemen and my dismounted conquistadors over here doing pretty well against the Chichimec tribes, but there are a ton of them, and they're surrounding them. They're kind of pushed out a little bit, which was a little foolish, but you know, I thought it would be a good idea, which it turned out not to be. And over here, the Apachean tribes are routing. They are routing like crazy. But the thing about these Native American tribes, they do, like I said, they have good morale, so they end up coming back and doing some damage to my guys. My dismounted conquistadors over here taking casualties to the Apachean Braves, who are a good unit. I think they throw javelins, but they are also good in melee. My dismounted conquistadors got tons of kills over here. Look at all of these dead warriors. That was pretty much all my conquistadors, and there goes the Apache in general. So that is awesome. The Chichimec tribes over here. Oh, they sent some guys over here. All right. Well, they're starting to rout, and our units are doing well over here. Getting some frames back now, so that's good. Got my sword and buckler men pushed up. Took a lot of casualties, though. But look at all of these dead guys in this choke point. Our units did do pretty well, which is awesome. I'm moving my bodyguard out of the way just for now, just in case, you know, some spear units manage to get in there and do some damage. But over here, I wind up moving my sword and buckler men and my dismounted conquistadors into that V formation, V for victory, especially in choke points, you know, just to get on the flanks of the enemy. So they do pretty well over there. And my tercio pikemen, yeah, they are still holding them off. They are down to the swords, though, so they are doing the best they can to hold off these Chichimec warriors, which is crazy. And the arrows raining down. They're doing all they can. Wonderful. Come on, guys, get them. I think at this point, all my cavalry, besides my general's unit, is gone. As you can see, the horses are they're laying all over the place, but there are a ton of dead Chichimec bodies, so they caused quite a bit of damage. Yes, the conquistadors did die over here. They are all gone as well. But, and here's my New World bodyguard, my general, fighting these Apachean Braves. And unfortunately, we do push out a little bit, and they kind of surround us. They don't have a ton of troops to surround us, and our troops are a little bit more quality, but we do lose the general right there, unfortunately, which is too bad. The Chichimec Lancers begin to push in, but the New World bodyguard winds up just kind of powering through them, and they cause a rout, which is very good on this side. We needed that. And over here, let's check on this. We have the enemy surrounded on this side, and it looks like we are going to win. At least the troops' morale is good over here. Guys are doing well. By the way, happy Thanksgiving to all of the Americans watching this, and I don't know if anyone else around there. I know Canadians celebrate Thanksgiving, but on a different day. I don't know if do the British or do the Germans. I don't know. Feel free to leave a comment and let me know. I am very curious about that. I could just Google it, but you know, I should encourage interactivity within the Total War community. So go ahead and leave a comment, answer that for me. That would be great, because I don't know. But yes, like I said, it's not meant to be political or anything, not meant to bring up any hot button issues, but just meant to be fun, a fun siege battle where I'm outnumbered, and this battle does wind up being pretty close. But over here, our guys are doing well. These dismounted conquistadors fighting the Zacatecas Raiders, who were a pretty powerful unit, if I'm not mistaken. They're also fighting the War Leader's Guard, so the enemy generals over here as well. But as you can see up in this map, our guys are forcing them back, causing a lot of the enemy to rout. Here we go, fighting some medicine men over here. And I wonder, oh yes, I had the remnants of my general's bodyguard charging around, taking out some of the remnants of the enemy right here. And they just kind of slaughter these guys. They're in neat rows too. Isn't that beautiful? Oh. And it looks like our guys are doing well over here. They're gonna beat these Chichimec tribesmen. So anyways, I think that will be it. We'll fast forward through the rest of this, and the pretty much the rest of this is just me chasing down the enemy warriors after we kill the general right there. So I'll go ahead and cut to the end here. Alright guys, well, the last like 5 minutes is me chasing this one guy around, that one Chichimec hunter, which is good. We wound up winning this battle. Like I said, it was pretty close, facing two kind of giant armies. Yeah, it was kind of a choke point battle, but the conquistadors here did insanely well, getting 462 and 472 kills. My musketeers were, you know, not impressive. I thought they would get a lot more kills, especially against unarmored opponents with those muskets, but, you know, that's alright. Only doing 50, one got 3, the rest 48, 49, and 23, pretty terrible. The Tercio pikemen, you know, one of them got 247, which is really good. But the only 180, which is alright. You know, other my units hovering around 250. They did well, but you know, thanks for watching, guys, and happy Thanksgiving, like I said. And if you haven't yet, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and have a great Thanksgiving.